What's up guys and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. So let's start this video with this latest physique update from Goodvito. Specifically that area, which we all wanna see, because he was given this feedback by the judges last year, and that was to bring a more thicker and a denser back the next time he steps on stage, especially in the upper half, because we all know his hamstrings. They are just so damn freakish. One of the most ripped lower half in the current bodybuilding right now. Because we just saw last year he gets insanely ripped, especially in that area. So no official announcement just yet, either by Vito himself or by Fuad, whether Vito is actually going for this upcoming Detroit Pro as well, as that was one of those shows that put him on the map last year. But for those of you guys who do not know, he is confirmed for this upcoming Arnold Brazil, which is scheduled to be held in the first week of April, and logically speaking, there is just no point skipping Detroit Pro, as that show is just 1 week apart, and the kind of physique and the fullness that Goodvito has right now, the lighting at Detroit Pro, that is gonna help him a lot. Because we all saw Goodvito looked amazing in the same show last year against a guy like Martin Fitzwater, and it was actually a very close show. He placed just behind Martin by a very small margin. Now, as far as his conditioning is concerned, with 9 more weeks to go till he has to step on stage, he looks right on the money. So from this video, you just cannot be sure how much thicker his back is gonna be this year. The rest of his body, especially his legs, those I believe are gonna be on a different level. Because the thing is, Vito kept on eating super clean throughout the offseason last year. His weight went up to 290 plus pounds. But he was in a great offseason body composition. And do not worry about his waistline. He's doing a back double biceps. And as per his last update, which was the front double biceps, his waist was coming in very nicely. Hopefully he does jump into this upcoming Detroit Pro and gives everyone a run for their money and goes up against guys like James Hollingshead, Carlos Thomas Jr. and William Bonac. Guys, Mr. Olympia Signature Series is now live on hostel.com. Use the code FAZI10 to get 10% discount and click the arrow below to check out all the hostel products. Next up, we have a 4.5 weeks out physique update from Akim Williams, doing a guest posing in Peru. So Akim is such an exciting bodybuilder to look at during a guest posing event because of his unbelievable mass and such an insane symmetry for such a big guy. I mean, he has to be among the most muscular IFB pros right now, and he has been cruising so well ever since him and Chris Aceto started working together, which was from last year's Arnold. So the year 2024 and how it went for Akim overall. They kept on competing and kept on getting better and better from one show to the next one. That speaks volume about Aceto's coaching potential, because Akim has always been that guy who could not figure out how to get truly shredded, except for that 1 year back in 2020 where he placed top 6 at the Olympia, and that was his highest placing ever, and his career started going downhill afterwards. But Chris Aceto helped him peak for 6 shows in 1 season, and most of us expected that with his Olympia qualification in the bag for this year, which happened by winning the Big Man Weekend in the post-Olympia tour last year, he is gonna take some rest, but he went right back on the prep for this year's Arnold, Ohio. So Akim is just so damn underrated, and there is no other way of saying that, because other than his back, and just one shot the back double biceps, which for those of you guys who do not know, is a nerve-related issue. What's really missing on this man? So let's just hope that Akim shows up bang on target, especially at the prejudging at this upcoming Arnold, so that he doesn't have to cover up the ground as he did last year for the finals. So do let me know what you guys think. Can Akim be top 4 at this upcoming Arnold? Next up, we have a 16 weeks out physique update of a true freak of nature, Michael Krizo. So it did not take Michael that long at all to get all that freaky size back and the muscularity that he always had and that he was always known for. The waist looks pretty big right now, but judging by his current conditioning, he looks good for 16 weeks out, and that is plenty of time to get his waist more streamlined. And Krizo is also one of those guys who can get away by doing a very short prep because he gets in shape rather quickly, and 16 weeks, as I just said, is plenty of time for him to dial it all in. So Michael Krizo most likely will look more or less the same as he did for the Olympia back in 2023, which was a downsized and a depleted version, but a very ripped version and a very detailed version. Or maybe Prog Pro after the Olympia that year, which was his personal favorite look to date. Because that was a nice combination of everything: the size, the fullness, and the conditioning. And the reason I'm saying that is because he did not have a proper off-season. Now, if Regan Grimes can claim that he's gonna beat Nick Walker at the New York Pro this year, why should not Krizo also feel this confident about beating Nick Walker, as he was able to beat not just Regan Grimes, but Tonio Burton at the Olympia back in 2023. Now, some of you guys might have forgotten, but Krizo was top 7 at his last Miss Olympia, which was 2 spots higher than Regan Grimes. So where is Krizo gonna place at this upcoming New York Pro, among such tough competition, and with a new coach as well? Well, we will have to wait and see, but the man is really finding his groove right now and moving along very well. Guys, Gorilla Wear is offering a massive discount of up to 70% right now. Use the code Fazi10 to get 10% extra discount. With back being the area where Andrew Jack needs to work on the most, he's training very smart, putting more emphasis on building more density in the back. So Andrew was spotted hitting some very heavy deadlifts after a fully loaded chest workout.
So trying to dense the thickness of my back. So yeah, like if you guys saw, I'm doing the conventional grip because I feel this one more. I feel the heat on my back more.
So the question right now is that, can he beat Samson Dauda at this upcoming Arnold? Well, the chances of that happening are looking kinda little, as Samson is just way too thick in the side shorts. But if anything, Andrew Jack is that one physique in this Arnold lineup that compares so well against Samson because of the similar height and the similar kind of aesthetics. So we have been waiting for this dream matchup for 2 years now, where both these guys bring their absolute best and go head to head. Unfortunately, Andrew was just way off at the Olympia last year, but as the judges said, after his unbelievable victory at Texas Pro last year, that same physique, even with Andrew's weaknesses from the side and lack of thickness, the Texas Pro version, that is gonna be very hard to stand next to for anyone on the Olympia stage, and that included guys like Samson, Derek, and Hadi Choopan. Because the thing is, nobody has more statuesque physique than Andrew Jack in this lineup. So looking at the most recent physique update from Mike Sommerfeld and how scary big the man looks at 4.5 weeks out of this upcoming Arnold, which by the way is gonna be his first ever Arnold. Does anyone in this lineup has the goods to beat a guy like him? Well, some of these other guys like Michael Daboul and Wesley Vissers, they look big, but they have to make that hard cut. Mike somehow, on the other hand, he still has some room to get bigger to grow, even after making a mind-blowing 1-year transformation from 2023 to 2024. Now Mike has so much density and so much muscle maturity that he will literally do so well even in the men's open bodybuilding if he pursues that route in the future. So he has been checking in with his coach Neil Hill daily to make all those crucial changes accordingly. So the former Olympia champion Brian Ansley, he also predicted that nobody in this lineup has the density to beat a guy like Mike Sommerfeld, especially if he peaks like he did for the Olympia last year. So this is gonna be a big year for Classic Physique, as the title is up for grabs. And if Mike delivers a dominant performance, which it seems like he will, he's gonna carry that momentum onto the Olympia this year, and he is gonna be the favorite to win that show. Terrence Ruffin is certainly gonna be the favorite to win this upcoming Pittsburgh Pro, and Josema Beast is gonna be the next biggest name from this past Miss Olympia to challenge him at this upcoming Pittsburgh Pro. So the arrival of Josema Beast from the men's open bodybuilding to Classic Physique, that has been nothing but positive. So he is gonna stay relatively healthy because he won't be eating so much food to stay so big for the men's open class, not just in the prep, but in the off-season as well. Because the man has always been pushing that Classic Physique weight cap, so he knows he cannot get too big, and he needs to stay in that striking range of his weight cap in every single phase of the year. So Josema Beast is most probably gonna rely on his biggest strength, which is his insane density in his back department, and how ripped and absolutely shredded he can get from the back. Just looking at Josema's physique from his Olympia debut last year, he is such a combative physique. The Pittsburgh Pro Classic Physique will surely gonna be a great show this year, considering the fact that Michael Daboul is also doing that. So hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video, and smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.